Hey everyone, and welcome to a new Let's Build series in Planet Coaster, which I know I haven't done one of these in quite a while, and I never actually finished the last one, but I'll more on that in a minute. Where this series will be building a B&M Dive Coaster. Now, I've not actually done one of these properly in a very long time, so it's kind of like a, like a kind of fresh start thing, because I kind of wanted to do one of these series again, because I know I haven't really done a kind of, voiceover series in, it's been months really since I've done one. The Port Ventura videos are really the only other ones I do end up doing this on, but it doesn't really matter because we're here now. Basically, this is a much like Inferno, is that what that was called? Yeah, it's God, I can't even remember my own stuff. Much like that, it's going to be just a kind of every so often we, build some stuff on this ride, and eventually I'll, finish it, make a whole series, and we're gonna have some nice cinematics at the end. And I might even release this one, but you'll all have to have the right mods installed otherwise, because I'm gonna put a custom lift hill on this, and it doesn't really work without them. So, yeah. Anyway, about that old Wings series that I never actually continued. Basically, to put it bluntly, I just kind of stopped wanting to do it. To be honest, I kind of was like really motivated to do it initially, but then it kind of just stopped, and that's why it's shelved at the moment until I kind of get the motivation to come back to it. But who knows, we might revisit that at some point. But I mean, it is the summer now, everyone's got a bit more free time, so I may be able to revisit that project at some point. But this was another reason why I wanted to do a new series kind of thing, because I wanted another running project to go as well, alongside some of the other stuff that we've got going on. Like, I know recently that all I've really been doing is just kind of every now and then posting a video about like fully made coasters, like my Intamin 10 inversion blueprint and Anubis and stuff like that. I know they were kind of coasters that I kind of just dropped out of nowhere and was like, oh yeah, look, I actually have been dead for 3 weeks, but I've actually made a ride or something, or the competition entry. But there's a new competition out, so definitely gonna have to get on that and create something cool. Might even be doing a collaboration this time on that. But, you'll have to stay tuned and see what happens with that. But anyway, back to this coaster. So, the thing I was going for is a kind of Griffin-inspired, old-gen B&M Dive Coaster. So, you'll find that the start is kind of the same as Griffin, except instead of the turn kind of just halving out and going in the same direction as the lift hill, this one kind of comes back around a bit more to kind of encompass it and make it a bit more compact. The coaster then does a dive loop into a kind of upwards helix, into this cool, elevated S-bend kind of whippy transition, into a splashdown, into an upwards helix again, and then into the brakes. So overall, it's a fairly big dive coaster. I think this thing's like 210 feet or something. I can't actually tell. I'm trying to look at the time lapse now, but I'm not really helping myself, am I? Because I'm going a bit too quick to see, but I think it is about 210 feet or something. I don't really know. But it should be fun to build this thing, because I've already, because it's time lapse, it's already 1 metered and it's finished and it's smooth. There's a slight weird jolt on the Immelman, but it's not massively noticeable. It's only when I really zoomed into the wheels that I noticed that there was a slight jolt. So it's not unrealistic or anything. It's probably about the most realistic jolt you can get, in a sense of it's just a slight bump. The G's don't get affected. There's no sudden spike in vertical G's or anything like that, but it's just, a little bit annoying. But apart from that, I'm really happy with how the layout's turned out, and the pacing's nice. I think we're going to get some really nice interaction with the pathways and stuff, especially with that splashdown as well. I think it'll just be really nice. And I genuinely can't wait to get this thing finished. So it's just a time lapse this week of building the layout. So it does feature me, actually building it initially in 4 meter, smoothing it down into 2 meter, and then eventually into the painstaking process of putting it in 1 meter, which does take ages. And this, I think, has been recorded over the sum of about 3 days. But I haven't been working on this thing constantly for 3 days. It's been whenever I've had free time, I've just, managed to finish off this thing and get the layout done. I literally finished it about an hour ago, and I've, got all the time-lapse footage going together, doing the voiceover now, and eventually I can get this thing finished. So, as with Inferno, if you do have any suggestions for names, colour schemes, kind of things you want to see in the area, because we're going for another kind of modern Valraven style stylization thing. Should be nice. I think we can get some really nice presentation on this thing, make it look really pleasing, especially with the splashdown. We'll get some modern brick and little fences going. I think it'll look really nice, but I have been told to not do a blue coaster, so yeah, if you're going to drop any colour suggestions, please don't make them blue, because I'm not going to do that, because people say I build too many blue coasters, so I'm going to try and go away from that. But, you know, what can I say? Blue's a nice colour. I mean, it's not going in the same park as like Riptide or anything like that, so it's not really like it's got to clash with anything, but hey ho, if the people don't want blue, the people don't have to have blue. But I think I'm going to wrap up the talking portion of the time that's here, but I just want to say quickly, because I know I haven't had the chance to speak very much. Well, I say I haven't had the chance, but I just haven't made very many voiceover videos. I do just want to say thank you all for the support recently. Over the past months, what are we at now? Like 800 and something subscribers, which is ridiculous. That's edging ever closer to that big 1,000, which is ridiculous, and I never thought I'd ever get there, so thank you so much for that. It's kind of scary, I'm not going to lie, that this time last year I was, well, building like, what was I doing last year? I was doing something, but we were sat at like 30 subscribers, and I was just posting videos and being like, yeah, I'm having a great time, and then suddenly we're here, 800 subscribers later. In about a year. It's really scary how quickly this has come, but it's amazing, and I thank you all for that. So again, as it is the summer, expect a fair bit more uploads than I have the past couple of months. I know I've really been taking a break, and I mean, back in like December I was doing 2 uploads a week. I probably won't do that again, but it'll be definitely at least 1 a week, but I might, you know, put 2 out if I have the time or energy to do it, but I'd like to. But I've got many other projects to get going on with. I've got college work to do, but you know, that's really kind of just a byproduct, but it doesn't really matter. So anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up now, and you guys can enjoy the rest of the building process with some music. So thank you very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe. I don't think I've ever said that before, but like, you know, please stay tuned for the next episodes that come out in this series, because they will be fairly frequent if I end up, you know, kind of bulk. What am I saying? Kind of build it all in one go and then just put the episodes out maybe once every couple of days or so. It doesn't really know. But anyway, stay tuned for more, and I'll see you guys next time.